For hello everyone. We are doing another SBAC review, and I know that for some of you this is things that you already know, but it's good to review it so that when we do get to the SBAC this coming week, you'll be ready to go and you'll know exactly what you need to do for when you see some of these problems. It's just good to review things in general so we don't forget how to do these. And I'm sorry if my voice is acting really strange. It is pretty early in the morning right now. Alright, so let's start off with finding the surface area of a square pyramid and a cube. Now, some of you were saying that you wanted to go over this again. You wanted to do another problem like this with me again because it was kind of confusing for you yesterday. So we're going to go over it again. And this time we're going to also go over a cube because you're also going to need to know how to find the surface area of a cube. So if you look at this square, or this net, if you put all these squares together, it would make a 3D object, it would make a cube. So, but to find the surface area of a square, you just need to multiply length times width, okay? So, for this problem, we already know that that because it's a square, each side is going to have the exact same length. So, length times width, we see here it's 2 units. We don't know if it's feet, inches, or centimeters. We just know it's 2 units, and that's fine. We can just put it units. We can just put it as units. So length times width is going to be, for this problem, 2 times 2. Okay, which will equal, easy, 4. Okay, so 4 units, but that's only for one square. Because we're trying to figure out the surface area of a cube, there's going to be more than one square that we're going to be working with. So we need to find out how many squares that we need to multiply by 4. So we need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 squares that we need to figure out. So 4 times 6 equals 24 units to the 3rd power. And then you need to put a 3 here, not oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry. You're going to be putting a 2 there, not a 3. I'm thinking of volume. This is surface area. So if you're working with surface area, it's going to be units squared, okay? Because we're working with surface area. So that's how we find the surface area of a cube. You just got to find the area of one square and then multiply it however many times that square is in that net, and then that's how you find the surface area of the cube. Now, let's do a square pyramid, because some of you were also getting confused by this yesterday when we had this problem. So the basic formula for a square pyramid, think about it. We have one square here, okay? So we already know that we're gonna have length times width, just like what we had here. But we also have a triangle, and the formula for a triangle is 1/2 times base times height. But how many triangles do we have in this square pyramid? If you look at the net, we have 4 triangles. So we would have to multiply it by 4 for this specific, this is the formula for a triangle. Always remember that, the surface area of a triangle. But because we have 4, we're gonna have to multiply it by 4 because that's the surface area of this square pyramid. And then we would just add it all together. So we would add the surface area of the square and the surface area of the triangle multiplied by 4 because there's 4 of them. Okay, so let's do it for this square pyramid. So the square, pretty easy. We know it's 4 units, so we're just going to do 4 times 4, which equals 16. So that's 16 units squared. Okay. Now we need to figure out the triangle area, the areas for the triangle. So we're doing 1/2 times 4 times 3, which would equal to 4/2 times 3, which would equal 12/2, which equals 6. And again, if you hear noise in the background, it's really early in the morning. It's just people getting ready to start their day. Okay. All right. So again, so now we have our units we have our surface area for one triangle, and keep putting 3. We have our surface area for one triangle and our surface area for one square. So we have the square taken care of, but we need to multiply this by 4 because, again, how many triangles do you see in the net for the square pyramid? There's 4. Okay, so we have 16, which is the surface area of our square, plus 4 times 6, because that is the surface area of our triangles. So 16 plus 4 times 6, which is 24, which would equal 40 units squared. And that's the surface area of this square pyramid. So I'm going to go through that one more time. So we have to find the surface area of the square first, which is length times width. Then we have to find the surface area of a triangle, which is 1/2 times base times height. And the base being, and some of you might have gotten confused by this, the base is 4 because the base is one of the sides of the triangle, and each side of the triangle equals 4 units, or 4. So that's why I knew that it was going to be 1/2 times 4 times whatever this height was, which is 3. So it's going to be 4 times 4 equals 16 for the square, and then 1/2 times 4, because that's the base of the triangle, which is one of the sides of the square. 1/2 times 4 times 3, which equals out to 4/2 times 3, because 1/2 times 4, you just multiply across 4/2, and then you get 12/2, which equals out to 6 units. And again, a reminder, fraction bars are the same thing as division. It's just showing it's the same thing as division. So it's basically, I'm putting here 12 divided by 2. So it's 6 units. Then I have to add the surface area of the square plus the surface area of the triangle multiplied by 4, because again, there are 4 triangles, and that's how I get my surface area.